I did want to talk about this Lyman Gen 6 powder dispenser. I'm going to do a full review on this at some point in time. This unit has been okay. I haven't had any great deals of issues, but I did want to talk about one thing you guys can do to immediately improve your powder charge dispensing. So I think the best thing to do is just kind of show what I'm talking about here. I'm just going to drop 20 grains of powder into the deal. Whoops, I forgot to hit enter instead of cal 0. So it's dropping 20 grains. Okay, there you can see it's dropped 20.0, which is what I requested from it. I'm going to take it off. I always like to shake them flat and then put it back on and just kind of see where it's at. So it's 20.0. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take one kernel out of this. So we're going to pull one kernel out of this. I've got one kernel in my lead dipper. I'm going to put it flat. I'm going to stick it back on here. And you're going to see it's 20.0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another kernel out of here. I'll bet you it's going to be 20.0 again. If I can get it. There it is. We got one kernel. Shake it flat, stick it back on there. And you can see here it's 20.0. Now, each of these kernels weighs about, for the H1000, each kernel weighs about 0.03 grains each. If I pull one more out of here, we'll either be at 20.0 or 19.9, so I'm going to pull one more grain out of here. If I can get it. There's another one right there. We're going to put that on there. So it's 19.9. And where I'm at is when you see 20.0 listed on the deal, it could be within 3 actual kernels difference on each one of these, but I want it to be more accurate. I want it to be within 1 kernel difference. So I'm going to drop this kernel back in and kind of see where we're at. See, it's flipping around right there, 19.9, 20.0. That's when I know it's right on the cusp of 19.9, 20.0. I'm going to put one more kernel in here, and that should be a solid, there's one kernel, drop it in there. That should be a solid 20.0. See there, it's a solid 20.0. If I pull that kernel back out, it's going to be 19.9. I've pulled a kernel out, 19.9, and it's going to flutter a little bit. See there, it fluttered just a little bit, but it's 19.9. I'll put the one kernel back in, and we should be at 20.0. So that's just a way for you guys, if you want to learn how to get this as accurate as possible, to be within 1 kernel of accuracy on your intelligent droppers like this one, the Frankfurt, the RCBS, is that, because each of these weighs a little less than 0.1. They're going to be like 0.03 on the H1000, 0.02 on the H4350. This is how I get it as accurate as possible, where I know each one of these, when I put the weights in them, that they're going to be within 0.1 grains on the dot, and not a few kernels heavier or shy. Anyway, that's just a little tip on this and how you can make your intelligent droppers more accurate.